Hey everyone, so in this next video we're going to extend our onload function for the account to set the visibility of the parent account field. So let's go ahead and start by writing out our function. Make sure you pass execution context here. Probably sound like a broken record at this point about that, but it is what it is. Execution context.get form context. And then a couple things here. So I want you to understand that you can hide the field and you can also show the field. So let's talk about that for a second. So if we want to um, hide the field, then what you do is you do form context.get control. Be very careful with this. It will not work with get attribute. And then when you get control, you still pass in the attribute schema name. In this case, it's called parent account ID. And then this is where you set the visibility, and it's a function or method called set visible. And you set this to false. So if you set this to false, then it's going to hide the field. And then vice versa, if you set this to true, it's going to show the field. So then what I'm going to do, since we're using the account as our form, it has a facts field on it. I'm just going to pick a random field, but I want to show the logic of hiding and showing. So what we'll do is we'll implement some logic here. Let's add a variable to store um, the facts value. That's just a standard get attribute facts dot get value. And so then what we can do is if facts is not equal to null and facts is not equal to undefined, then do some stuff. So if facts is not equal to null and facts is not equal to undefined. So if facts has a value, then let's hide it. Doesn't really have to make any sense. And then we create an else, the default value, which is to just show the field. And there you have it. So there's our function. We're going to go ahead and copy all of our library so far. This is just going to keep getting bigger as we make more videos on JavaScript. So let's go ahead and copy this, pop it in here. So this is our onload function. Now what you have to do here is you want to make sure that you set your function on the onload event. So set visibility. Just to make sure that's what we called it, right? Yep. And pass execution context as the first parameter. So we'll hit OK here. Now it's bound to the form event handler. We'll publish this. And then we'll go to an account. You can see right now that if I put any information in here, parent account doesn't really care about that. So let's see if we can get this to work. Okay, so OnLoad, the parent account has it's still here. The field is totally here. The control is here. If I put a value inside of facts, does anything happen? No, nothing happens. Let's see. Doesn't seem. Let me see if I cleared my cache completely. And we did publish our form, so that looks good. Just make sure that we didn't miss anything here. Sometimes it does take time with client-side script for it to actually show. Oh yeah, so it is working. Okay, so if I take the value out, obviously it's an onload event handler, right? So keep in mind, if I refresh this form, here you have it. If the fax has no value, then the parent account is visible. If the fax has a value, I save, and then I refresh, the parent account is gone. And so that's our weird pseudo logic that we did, right? So this is an onload event. This is not an OnChange event. Now, we could, of course, just for purposes, since we're already here, why don't we put an OnChange event on the fax field? Why the heck not? So you can see it in action. So what we'll do is set visibility, pass execution context as first parameter, hit OK, save, publish, and then we'll be able to see it in real time, which is a little bit more exciting. Okay, so right here we have the form. Let's see if it behaves as we anticipated. So right now there's a value in fact, so our original function of onload is working. What if we take the value out? There's our parent account field back. It just came right back. Oh, bye-bye, parent account. Wait, can you come back? Perfect. So there's our JavaScript working. It's working on change and it's working on load. All right, phenomenal. Thank you so much for watching.